This video is a weekly review video to just recap uh, what you have gone through um, this week. So basically, um, over the past week, we have been going through um, the mistakes that we made in the basic quiz, like focusing on the mistakes and what the answers were, right? And then we took a mini test, and we did. I think we got about 90%, and then there's this one one error that we made, for which we found the answer. So so we did that, and then in a regular series we'll be moving on to adjectives. So apart from that, there's this what you could do is uh, you have this website called Memrise, and the good thing about it is that you could uh, it's more like flashcards in the sense that so you have a certain set of words, and then you could the goal is to remember the meanings of them. So I would highly recommend doing this, and 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 the key to it is, and like anything, is to be regular, right? To do it every day. It doesn't matter the time, right? You could do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, how long or how short you want it to be, but key is to do it regularly, right? To get into the habit of practicing your vocabulary, building your vocabulary. This is a very good tool to do that. Not only build your vocabulary, but establish whatever you have learned. Um, so this is pretty good. And then on YouTube, right, there's a lot of videos out there, like, which you could, you know, go through and listen to. Like, I mean, you have songs, and I mentioned this before. Uh, so there's this pica-pica, which is a channel for preschoolers, right? And the way that they teach is through songs, and in every video, I mean, you learn new words, and uh, it's also a good channel to go through. And then there is uh, there's a Pokemon channel um, in Spanish, or in Espanol, which is pretty good. I mean, they release new videos pretty regularly, and so this is the channel which I have subscribed to, um, and yeah, some of them are very short, but you could just yeah. So just 2 minutes, you might get to know some new words, right? And also listen to how they're speaking. And mind you, this is much faster than pica-pica, right? Because it's geared more towards teenagers, um, and yeah. So this is pretty fast. It's more intermediate to advanced level, but thing is, you get to know the speech patterns, and how fast or how slow they speak, right? So it gives you a sense of uh, you know I mean, like the way they speak. So so that's that. And on Netflix, depending on interest, there are a lot of Spanish shows, right? And you could watch. I mean, depending on your your favorite genre. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Yeah, and uh, in in the next video we will, like I said, we'll be going through uh, um, I think it's adjectives, uh, and I think just remember one more thing, which is also very important, is reading the news, because news, I mean, it not only develops a vocabulary, but and if you read it regularly, but also the fact that you'll be seeing, I mean, you'll encounter words that you have seen before, right? And it'll also reestablish what you have learned or reinforce what you have learned, which is good, right? So you're not only building but reinforcing. So highly recommend you do this. Like, just try to make a goal of, if you want to do 5 words, 10 words, 15, 20, depends on you. And then read the news, and try to make a list, right? Try to build, and then try to build on it. Build on a list, and you'll be encountering many kind of same words, right? And then uh, and it'll also re-establish what you've learned. And you could use Google Translate to get the meanings of the words, right? And and more ahead. So just to illustrate, um, all right, let's take a look at this. So it says, let's try to get an understanding of what this article is talking about in terms of the headline, right? So it says, aviación, ¿por qué sigue vigente la prohibición de líquidos en los aeropuertos? Okay, so we have uh, okay, so we've gone through it one reading, right? So aviation should mean aviation, right, in English. And I think we have seen this in the study to Spanish or StudySpanish.com. Um, One of the sections was talking about male and female words, and uh, one of the rules was that if the word ends with sion, like sion or sion or any of those forms, right? It more often than not it is a female or a feminine word. Right? So um, that's uh, that's just something to remember. So porque would mean why, sigue vigente la prohibición, again sion, right? So prohibition should mean prohibited, 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 right? The prohibition of liquids, liquidos, liquidos. So here I is emphasized, right? Liquidos, I think it's that. It's a dot. Anyway, so liquidos en los aeropuertos, in airports. So they're talking about airports, prohibition of liquids, or why liquids are prohibited. Uh, Not sure about the meaning of sigue and vigente. Which is, again, if you're not sure, you can use Google Translate, and the good thing is you're going to build on your vocabulary, right? And even if you have seen the word in the past, you get to know the meaning, and you might not forget it the next time, right? Because you've seen it twice. So okay, let's take a look at the meaning of sigue. here, typing in here.
Sigue, sigue, sigue.
So sigue means follow, and vigente. Current.
Vigente.
Vigente is current. Alright, so it says that why follow the current prohibition of liquids in airports. So let's again paste the whole thing and see what it means. Prohibition is otherwise known as ban, right? So prohibited. So as you can see on the screen, so it says, why is the ban on liquids at airports still in force or still current, right? Why is it still there? Why is it still enforced? And let's listen to it. Let's listen to how it's pronounced from the get-go. So,
¿Por qué sigue vigente la prohibición de líquidos en los aeropuertos?
¿por qué sigue vigente la prohibición de líquidos en los aeropuertos?
¿Por qué sigue vigente la prohibición de líquidos en los aeropuertos?
Aeropuertos, en los aeropuertos. Alright, so this is just a small uh, follow along as or walk through it to how to go about learning new vocabulary while reading the news. So I mean, hope this helps. So like I said, in the next video we'll be going through. Let's go to the website StudySpanish.com. So we're in grammar. It's adjectives part 1, right? We'll be doing this. So it looks pretty okay. So I think we'll be going through this adjectives and then taking a basic quiz, the mini test, and the oral exercise. The remaining section, from what I see, is only for premium subscribers, and we are doing the free version. So we'll stick with that. So until then, see you next time.